What's up everybody, this is Teacher Ivan from NextGen Academy. Our goal in this channel is to help you achieve your highest potential and to help you understand subjects in the easiest and the most efficient way. If you'd like to get more tips and tricks on how to achieve A star in your IGCSE, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Lastly, if you need any help in your studies, you can always head on to our website, link in the below, or our Instagram, drop us a DM and we'll be able to help you. Enjoy this video and I wish you all the best.
All right, we will be discussing this paper, October-November 2022, 058023. Okay, this is one of the newest paper. Keep it to yourself. Okay, all right, anyway, make sure you all know all of this. Okay, the instructions. Use your black or blue pen. Okay, we will use to 3SF and 1 decimal place for angles. Okay, you can use tracing paper. They say here, right, you should use a calculator where appropriate. Okay. Okay, where appropriate. So when they say do not use a calculator, okay, you all need to show the working. You can use a calculator. Okay, this paper is only 70 marks. Okay. The number of marks is shown in the bracket. So sometimes you can get some clues from the marks itself also. Okay. Hold on. Okay, let's go. No, you can do before class. Okay, let's do the first one. Marco starts at work at 20:45 and finishes work at 0208 the next day. Okay, find the length of time in hours and minutes he works. Okay, so next day, what you need to remember, you have to add 24 hours to the next day, right? Okay, but however, I taught you all the calculator trick also, right? Okay, so for those who never learned this before, this is what you can do. By right, the next day, you take the next day hours, so 24 plus 0208 will be 2608 minus 2045. Okay, let's just say you don't know how to calculate. Okay, you can always do like this. I want all of you to take out your calculator. You find this button. This is called your degree, minute, second. Okay, Ching Shao, very pro, right? This one. Okay, so what we can type is, okay, it's above the ENG button at the left hand side there. You can type like this: 26. You press the button. Okay. Then you press 8, then you press the button. Okay, then you press minus 20, press the button. 45, press the button. Okay, y'all see what y'all get? All of you here? Okay, press the button. Okay, does your calculator show you 5, then degree, 23 minutes, then like that, right? Okay. Okay, I just send in the group the paper. And over here.
First, paper 4.
No, paper 2, paper 2.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, so if you don't know how to do, you can always use a calculator to just double check it also. Okay, but make sure your just in the case it gets a bit more complex. Okay, pretty simple this one. 2608, 2045. Okay, not enough, you borrow. This one. 68 minus 45, 23. 5 hours, 23. Okay. So 5 hours, 23 minutes. How do you get 26? Like this, you need to add 24 hours. Okay, for the next day, you need to add 2400. Got it? Okay, because the next day is 24 hours in terms of the 24 hours timing. Okay, all clear? This is just a 1 mark question. Okay, normally the first few questions is 1 mark. Okay, let's go. Second one. From this list, write down a square number. Okay, how do we determine a square number? Okay, you can do the reverse process of it by doing square root. Okay, or you can, if you are familiar with the numbers, you can just what times what equals to this. Okay, so what I can do, actually just use your calculator, you can just square root 120. Okay, don't have nice number. Square root 121. Okay, you get 11. Okay, so if you want to check for a square number, you just need to square root the number, the reverse process of it. Okay, so 121 will be the square number. Same goes for cube root also. Okay, the cube number, you can just cube root it. So you just go and try, you cube root 120, 121, 149, 164, 216. Okay, you go and cube root 216. Okay, you see what you get? A nice number, right? Equals to 6. Okay, equals to 6. Hey, sorry, you don't write 6, write 216. Okay, for this one, okay, just a 1 mark already only. So actually 1 mark type of question, actually they won't give you marks for like the working lah, right? There's no half mark one, okay, for your exam. Okay, but you just write just in case, okay, for you to check back also, because when you complete the paper, right, you all need to learn how to check back the paper also. Okay, this one, take out your calculator, square root 15 plus 4.8 over 2.2. Okay, if you all are using this calculator, it will give you an exact value, right? Make sure you all know how to change it. Press the SD button. Okay, press the SD button. Okay, you will get 6.05. Okay, don't write so many decimal places. Don't write too few. Remember, 3SF. Just follow the rules. Okay, because sometimes the marker is a bit strict, so we don't want to give them any excuse for them to take away our marks. Okay? Okay, let's go. Next one. The mean mass of 4 men in a rowing team is 97.5 kg. The model mass is 101 kg. The range of the mass is 8 kg. Okay. Find the mass of each of the 4 men. Okay, how do we do this? Okay, we got 4 men. Okay, so what I will do, I write like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We see with the information that is given to us, what can we do? Okay, what can we do? Mean means your average, right? Okay, your average of all of them is 97.5. That means if I divide by 4 of the total, I'll get this. So I can reverse the process of it. Okay, model. Okay, model is your mode. Okay, the other word for model is mode. Okay, range means your biggest minus your smallest value. Okay? Okay, so mode, how many mode can you have? Okay, can be probably 2, can be probably 3, can be probably 4, right? Okay, but how do we know? Okay, you have to try to make sense with the values also. They gave you here, right? Range of mass is 8 kg. That means this one and this one, the difference is 8 kg. Okay, so this is one fact that we know. Okay, let's see what else do we know. Okay, they say the average, which is the mean, is 97.5. Okay, if I have all 101, cannot be also, right? Then my mean also will be 101. So I probably need some smaller values. Correct? So this is the logic that you all want to think about. Okay? All right, so if mode, let's just try putting, I will start with mode now. So the model, which is, okay, we put 2 of them. Okay, we put 2 of them because there are few different, right? Okay, 2 of them, 101 kg. So probably the 2 biggest one is 101 kg. Okay, how do we know it's the biggest value? Actually, we don't know. We just try first. We just try first. All right. Okay, then we do the second one, we only do the range. Range is you take the biggest minus the smallest one. Okay, the biggest minus the smallest. So 101 minus 8, which you'll get 93 kg. Okay, so let's just fit here 93 kg. All right. So now I have 3 of them already. Okay, you ask yourself lah. So just now we said, right, possible, okay, possible can have 2 of them, possible can have 3 of them also, right? Okay, cannot be 4 because there's a range. Okay, but you just take out your calculator. If we put 3, so 101 times 3 plus 93. Okay, because they say they gave us the mean is 97.5, right? Okay, if we consider this as 101 also, then cannot, right? Because the mean will be 99. So we will do the other way around of finding the total weight first with the mean. Okay, so mean will be equals to, okay, the mean that's given to us is 97.5. We find the total mass, which is 97.5 times 4 kg, times 4, not 4 kg. You will get 390 kg. Then this last guy, because the total mass add up all together will be 390. Okay, so the last man, okay, the last man will take 390 minus 93 minus 101 minus 101. Okay, time in the calculator, you get 95. So this guy here is 95. Yes, cookie, you're right. Okay, so 93, 95, 101, 101 will fulfill all of these statements here. Okay, question 5. Without using a calculator, work out 5/7 minus 2/3. Okay, you must show all your working and then give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. Okay, when they say don't use calculator, do you use calculator? Okay, of course you do. Okay, you use your calculator just to check for the answer first. Okay, don't just follow the instruction. Okay, come, screenshot this. Okay, later y'all can watch back this recording also inside the Thingific. All right. You use your calculator, check for the answer first. This is what I normally ask students to do. Okay, so take 5/7 minus 2/3. Okay, see what your calculator give you first. Minus 2/3. Okay, calculator straight away give you 1/21, right? Okay, so I know that the answer that I should get is 1/21. Okay, but you see got 2 marks here. So don't straight away go and write 1/21. You won't get the marks. So actually, this is primary school kind of fraction, right? 5/7 minus 2/3. Make it same denominator first. Okay, which is you multiply by 3. So 5 times 3. Okay, times 3/3. This one times 7/7. Okay, you will end up with 15 minus 14, denominator 21. Okay, then 1/21. Easy peasy. All right. Question 6. Okay, a spinner can land on the colors green, black, or red. Okay, table shows the probability of the spinner landing on green or black. Okay, so we got the green probability and black probability. Complete the table. So probability will always be equals to 1. Okay, your total will always be equals to 1 because it's 100% when we calculate for something to occur. So how we calculate this one? We just take 1 minus 2/5 minus 1/4 because all add up together, the probability will give you equals to 1. Okay, and you will get 7/20. Okay, 7/20. 20. Okay, if you write 0.35 should be okay also. It's just that because they already express it in fraction, so I just want to keep it consistent. Okay, Chang spins the spinner 120 times. Find the expected number of times it lands on green. Okay, all you need to do, multiply it, the probability of your total. Okay, 120 times 2 over 5, yep, equals to 48. Okay, equals to 48. Okay, question 7. Find the lowest common multiple, in short, LCM of 36 and 60. Okay, what's the method that you all use for LCM and HCF? Okay, LCM and HCF, yep. We will use the ladder method. Okay, what's the easy way that I taught you all to remember? How do we find the highest common factor and how do we find the lowest common multiple? Okay, I ask you all imagine like what? High means, okay, high means high-rise building, okay? Low means your alphabet L, okay, your alphabet L. Okay, so what do I mean? Number one, anyone not sure on how to do the ladder method? Okay, you just need to divide it. So for the ladder method, for those who are not so sure on this term, basically we write all the values down, then we draw an L like that. Okay, what we are trying to do here is we are trying to find the common factor between all the terms. Okay, why we use this method? I feel this is the best method because sometimes they may ask you 3 also. Okay, sometimes they may ask you 3 values. Then ask you find the LCM or the HCF. Okay, this one is the most effective method. In fact, from year 7 until your year 11, right, you all learn various methods on LCM and HCF, right? But I feel that this method is still the best one. Okay, because it's simple. Okay, so we find the common factor, which is 2. Okay, we start with 2. 18, 30, 2, 9, 15. Then 2 cannot already, right? Because odd number. So 3. This one 3. This one 5. Okay. LCM. How do we find LCM? Okay, you all got to remember, LCM is we take all the numbers. Okay, we take all the numbers like that. Okay, highlight like that. Okay, then you multiply it because LCM starts from the alphabet L, L, right? Okay, so you take all the numbers L shape like that. Okay, then you multiply it. Every single digit you just multiply. So 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. Yeah, this you can call it ladder method or L method. Okay, 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. Okay, why you use this? Sometimes they may also ask you all to find what is the HCF in the same question. So you don't have to do a separate method. If it's HCF, okay, high. High means you see this one also like a ladder, right? So your ladder is very high, right? Okay, so you only take the high side. If it's highest common factor, we only take everything on the left-hand side. Okay, so if let's say they ask you to count, HCF will just be 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 times 3 will be 12. Okay, so you don't have to do a separate method. It's just taking depending where you want to get the values from. Okay, if you calculate it, I don't know, mentally or whatever, make sure you all write the working down. Okay, you see, it's all 2 marks. Whatever working that you type into your calculator, please write it down. Okay, and please write it neatly also, because if you don't write it neatly, the marker will be so messy. Okay, and they were like they look at your answers, then they might be thinking, hey, how you know, I don't even know which one is your answer. So make sure you all always present your answer neatly also. Okay. All right, the few new ones, are you okay? Jonathan, okay, can follow through. Okay, today more of a warm up a little bit first, just to make sure that all of you are okay. Okay, question 8. A is the point -3.5, B is the point 5.2. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of the line AB. Okay, so what's the formula for midpoint first? What's the formula for midpoint? All right, Xing Xiao Pro already. Okay, last time I always ask you, all right. I say, what's in between 3 and 5? Okay, so you just take out your fingers. What's in between 3 and 5? 3 and 5, in between is 4, right? Okay, you use your logic. In between the number 3 and number 5 is 4. How do you get the value 4? Okay, because a lot of students always tell me, teacher, is x2 minus x1 divided by 2. Okay, no, it's x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Okay, it may sound very simple, but I see a very, very high percentage of students always write minus when you all do midpoint. Okay, so you got to first remember the formula. Midpoint is actually just finding the average. Okay, it's just finding your average. Okay, I like to not do everything in one. So if you like to do like this also, I'll write it like this. XM, then I put like this, -3 plus 5 over 2 equals to 1. YM, M is midpoint. 5 plus 2 over 2. Okay, then equals to 3.5. So your answer will be 3.5. When you all do midpoint type of questions, right, my advice to you all is you all break it down. Don't put it into like this, because most textbook will teach you all like this, right? They teach you all put together inside the bracket, right? If you're going to solve it simultaneously, like everything, sometimes you will make some common mistakes. So I want you all to always try to minimize your chances of getting a mistake. Okay, so actually maths is not very hard. It's just that a bit mistake here, a bit mistake there, right? Minus mark, minus mark, minus mark. Even though I see all the top students, they always, why they cannot get their A star, right? It's normally just careless mistake only. So you need to keep on checking back over and over again, especially in exam, you might panic a little bit. So yeah, make sure you all double check, triple check it. All right, question 9. Solve the simultaneous equation. 3x minus 2y equals to 21, 5x plus 2y equals to 51. Okay, which method will be better? You want to find x, you want to find y. You want to find x, find y. Okay, I will do elimination also. Correct. Okay, all of you remember how to use your calculator to find. Use your calculator first. Correct. Okay, so everyone take out your calculator. Okay, I'll be explaining with 570EX. Your calculator actually can solve for a simultaneous equation. You press menu, you press right, down, down. Okay, so I write down the steps for those who don't know. Okay, so Valentine's Day is coming, right? So menu, when you all go to a restaurant, then you say, it's me and you. Okay, so that's how you're gonna get your girlfriend Ching Xiao. Okay, so press menu, press A. Okay, go to A. Okay, then you see simul equation, right? So you press 1, simul equation. Okay, simul equation. Okay, then you right here, number of unknowns. Okay, next time, any one of you who want to do A levels also, right? Actually, this calculator, you see, it can solve until 4 unknowns. So this calculator is actually the more advanced one right now. Okay, go to simul equation. You press 2 because I got 2 unknowns. Okay, unknowns. Oops, unknowns. Then you press 2. Okay, so basically I'll be pressing all of these highlighted. Then you see they give you 0x plus 0y equals to 0, 0x plus 0y equals to 0. Okay, anyone not using EX calculator? The new ones? Anyone using a different calculator? Like this one? Canon, Canon calculator. Canon got calculator? Isn't Canon camera. Okay, yeah, Cookie, you need to go get you need to go get it. Okay, so type in the value. Okay, for you to use this, even for other simultaneous equation, I want all of you to always check for the answer first. Number one, you need to rearrange it first. Your first unknown, your second unknown, then equals to whatever, okay, the value. First unknown plus or minus the second unknown, then equals to the whatever value. Okay, when you arrange into like this, just type in the calculator first so that you know what's the answer. Okay, anyone don't know how to get until here? No? Everyone okay? Okay, you all follow the steps. Menu A1, 2. Okay, now I'm going to press the value down. 3 equal, then -2 equals, then 21 equals. Okay, we are going to put all of this value here. Okay, then 5 equals, 2 equals, then 51 equals. Then you press equal one more time. Okay, it's straight away. So key in values are. Over here, they will give me x equals to 9. Okay, answer x equals to 9 and y is equals to 3. Okay. Y equals to 3, not -3. I think you need to put the negative sign. I think you might have forgot to put the negative sign. Just double check it. Okay, your symbols very important. All right. So we know what's the answer already. This one, honestly, if you all do very fast, right? Less than 10 seconds, you all can key in already. Okay, so just find the answer first, then only you all go and calculate it. Show your working in terms of whether you want to do elimination, whether you want to do substitution, is up to you. Okay, so for this, we'll do elimination because it's easier to calculate. Here I got a -2y and +2y. So you just need to remember to ask yourself, how can I eliminate this term? Is it just plus or minus only? So -2y plus +2y, right? Okay, -2y plus +2y. Then that's how I cancel it off. So if I consider this equation 1, this one equation 2, I just need to add both of it together. So you're right exactly like how I write here. You put the plus and you put a bracket here so that you remind yourself that I'm going to add every single value for each line. Okay, so 3x plus 5x, I will get 8x. 21 plus 51, I will get 72. Okay, 72 divided by 8, I'll get 9 here. Okay, but second step, you still have to do substitution. So you sub x equals to 9. Okay, you can sub it into equation 1 or 2. Which one will you all substitute into? Okay, actually up to you lah. For me, I will sub to 2. Okay, because I lazy to change the symbol. Okay, so you sub into 1 also is the same thing lah. So sub x equals to 9 into 2. So 5 times 9 plus 2y equals to 51. Okay, this one you'll get 2y equals to 51 minus 45. This one will be equals to 6. Therefore, y is equals to 6 over 2, 3. Okay, so I got these two answers, which is x equals to 9 and y equals to 3. Okay, anyone not familiar, still not familiar with doing the simultaneous equation? Further simultaneous equation question, just always start with your calculator. Okay, don't need to make your life hard. Find the answer first, then only you all calculate it. All right. Question 10. The diagram shows a right angle triangle. Find the value of h. Okay, so for right angle triangle, there are only two formulas that you all need to remember to solve any right angle triangle. What are the two formulas? Okay, for any right angle triangle. Okay, very good. Okay, write this down. If you all forget, it might be one of these, or sometimes you might use both of it. For right angle triangle problems, you only want to think about either Pythagoras or using your SOHCAHTOA. Okay, Pythagoras is a square equals to b square plus c square, or however you all memorize it. Can be a square plus b square equals to c square also. Okay, so you determine what's your hypotenuse first, which is this one. Okay, this one we don't use SOHCAHTOA, right? This one we just finding the length. SOHCAHTOA only use when got angle, okay? A problem with some sort of angle. They either ask you to find the angle or they give you the angle. All right, so h square plus 10 square will be equals to 14 square. Okay, if I fit into Pythagoras. H square equals to 14 square minus 10 square. You get 96 here, and therefore H is equals to 96, which is equals to 9.80. Okay, just write it to 3SF. Don't write too many, don't write too little. Okay, so I know here is 9.80. Okay, question B. Find the perimeter of this triangle. So perimeter is just adding up all of here. Actually, very easy, this paper. Right? 9.8 plus 10 plus 14. Okay, so you get 33.8. 33.8 cm. Okay? Okay, so far, these first 10 questions. Anyone got anything to ask for these first 10 questions? Okay, any particular topic that y'all feel? Okay, any particular topic that y'all feel that don't know how to do? All right. You thought is square root 296? Hey. How you get square root 296? Minus. 14 square minus 10 square. Not plus 10 square. Okay, let's move on. Question 11. The diagram shows two sides of a regular polygon. Interior angle is 7x plus 44. Exterior is x plus 8. Okay, find the number of sides of this polygon. Okay, so for interior and exterior angle, you all make sure you all know the formula. Okay, so let's just write the formula down to just recap a little bit. Okay, interior angle. This is a regular polygon somewhere, right? Okay, what is it? All right, Cheng Xiao have it in his heart already. You really improve a lot. Okay, the past few months. Okay, interior angle n minus 2 times 180 over n. Okay, n minus 2 times 180 will be your total angle. You got to remember the total internal angle for your any kind of polygon, whether it's regular or not. You divide by n is because all your angles will be the same for a regular polygon. Okay, exterior angle. Okay, exterior angle. What's the formula? 360 divided by n. Okay, plus divide by number of sides, correct. Okay, any more formula that we need to know for polygon? Okay, just know this main two first. Okay, so for this part here, you just have to remember this is the formula for total internal angle. Okay, don't need to memorize so many formula. Okay, you just use your logic on how to actually derive this formula. N minus 2 times 180. What's the theory behind? It's actually you're multiplying by the number of triangles. Okay, but that one you all don't really need to know. Okay, but 180 is actually just the number of triangles. So number one, we need to find what is x here first. This is a straight line. Therefore, all add up together, the values, x plus 8 will be equals to 180. Okay, so add it up. 8x plus 52 equals to 180. 8x equals to 128. X will be equals to 16. Okay, so I know x equals to 16. All right, which one will be the easier one to find the number of sides? Should we use interior angle or exterior angle formula? Because you see, both the formula also can find the n. Okay, which one will you all choose? Interior or exterior? Exterior, right? Okay, anyone want to do interior? Do you all think interior or exterior will be better? Okay, the thing is both also you can find. However, don't make your life hard. Okay, always think about the easiest way that you can do. So you will do exterior angle because the formula is much simpler. And from here, this is my interior angle. Okay, this is the meaning of interior angle. This is exterior angle. Okay, so I will find what is my exterior angle first. Then I put into the formula. Okay, so exterior angle will be x plus 18. So 16, x plus 8, 16 plus 8, which is equals to 24 degrees. If I want to find the n, I just switch both of these. This one, right? Okay, so it will be n equals to 360 over exterior angle. So n equals to 360 over 24. Okay, which will be 15 sides. Okay, for those who do interior angle also can actually. Okay, also can. It's just that it'll be slightly longer the working. Okay, question 12. Kita invests $4,000 at a rate of 2.6% per year compound interest. Work out the interest earned on the investment at the end of 3 years. Okay, what is compound interest formula? Okay, what is compound interest formula? This is going back to your chapter 1. Okay, simple interest and compound interest. Okay, very good. This one, memorize it. Okay, so compound interest is equals to, okay, you all write this out. A is equals to P1 plus R over 100 to the power of T. Okay. Something to take note of between simple interest and compound interest. Okay, what's simple interest first? Okay, I told you all the easy way to remember. PRT. Okay, who is simple? Okay, I say who is simple? It's like the girl emoji, right? The pretty red thing. Okay, the pretty red thing over 100. Okay, you all see the dancing girl emoji, right? Okay, so she is very simple because she's very happy. So you just think, always remember PRT over 100. Okay, what's the difference between this A and this A? Okay, what's the difference between the two A's here? Okay, Chen Xiao say, simple interest only interest. Compound interest is including original amount. Okay. Please take note on this because I see many students also get confused with this because sometimes you need to look at what the question is asking you. Okay, so this one, compound interest includes ORI value. Okay, write this down. This one, don't include ORI value. Okay, that means it only shows you the interest earned. So whether it's the profit earned or profit loss, okay? But compound interest shows you inclusive the original value. You need to be very clear on this. Okay, the other type of question that they can ask you all by using this, to use this compound interest formula, do you all recall from our last class? Bacteria. No, what's the keyword? What's the keyword? Okay, exponential, correct. Okay, so y'all can write this down also. If y'all see a question, then they say increasing exponential or decreasing exponentially, you will use the same formula also. So they are the same just with and without original value. No, they are different. They are different things. One is following a simple interest calculation. One is following a compound interest calculation. Okay, but the A value, one of it will include the original value. Okay, that means if I invest, let's say 100 ringgit, okay, or $100, it will, for compound interest, it will include the $100 inside the final value. For simple interest, it won't include the original value. So if they ask you, it depends. So then again, it depends on how what the question is asking. So you all look like over here, work out the interest earned. Interest earned means what? Do I want to find with the original value? Don't want, right? Okay, this means we exclude ori value. Okay, if they just say for interest earned. So you have to see, you see, we are doing compound interest. Compound interest, the formula actually it includes the original value. Okay, so if it includes the original value, that means I have to remove the original value because they write just work out the interest earned. However, if they say how much does kita have after 3 years, then you don't need to minus off. Okay, got it? Okay, but if they give you a simple interest calculation, and what they say is work out how much she has, okay, at the end of 3 years, then you need to add plus the original value. So it really depends which formula are you all using and what are they asking you lah. Okay, so this one compound interest means you need to know that it includes the original value. Okay, so let's just go and find this one first. So your A is equals to 4,000 times 1 plus 2.6%. So what 2.6 to the power of 3. Okay, very good, Wenxuan. Okay, so you will get this total first. Okay, this one you'll get 4320.18. That means this amount is what kita has in total after 3 years. Okay, inclusive of the original value. So what you need to do with this? Okay, because we want only interest earned. Okay, we only want interest earned. So we have to minus off the original amount. Okay, so minus 4,000, which will be left with 320.18. Okay, don't leave it at 4320. You will get wrong. Okay, next question. Convert 0.24 to a fraction. You must show all your working and give your answer in its simplest form. Okay, what type of question is this? Okay, this is called a recurring decimal type of question. Okay, you all can actually just go, if you're not so sure on this, it's a very short section only, go to 1.1, 1.2. I think it's in 1.2 in Thinkific. Okay, y'all just write it down if you all want a short recap on this. Okay, in the videos. Okay, so convert 0.24 to a fraction. How to do this question? What's the first step that we want to do? Okay, 10x and then Okay, so you want to find what is 10x first, right? So we always start with, we let x is equals to 0.24. Okay, recurring means what? The dot on top means you will keep on repeating this value. Okay, recurring means repeating. So number one, we need to find a whole number. The method to do it is you multiply it by 10, so it'll be 2.444 dot dot dot. Okay, then what do we do here? After this, what do we do? Then because you still cannot remove it, right? Okay, our goal here is that we want to take one equation minus the other equation to make it a whole number. That means no more decimal place. Okay, so what I will do, okay, like what Cheng Xiao said, you multiply it by 100. Okay, multiply it by 100 again. So you get 24.444 dot dot dot. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is this one, let's say equation 1, 2, and 3. I'm just going to take equation 3 minus equation 2. Okay, because I want to eliminate all the recurring decimal. Okay, so your goal here, right, is you want to eliminate recurring decimal. Okay, so you will get here 100x minus 10x, you get 90x. This one, 24.444 minus 2.444, you get 24 minus 2, which is equals to 22. All right. X is equals to 22 over 90. You simplify it because they say you need it to put it into the simplest form. You get 11 over 45. Okay, 11 over 45. Okay, so this is on recurring decimal. Okay, next one. Scale. Okay, specifically map scale. Okay, map scale and similarity type of question. You're going to remember the formula that I taught you all. This one set of formulas can help you all solve many types of questions already, which is what? Length 1 over length 2 is equals to area 1 over area 2, which is equals to volume 1 over volume 2. Okay, then how do we compare? Okay, how do we compare? So you square the area, you square root the area, you cube root the V. Don't need to complicate by memorizing so many formulas. You just need this one formula. You go and read all the textbook, right? They will split into 3 different formulas. Right? Okay, I teach you all one formula only. This one formula can help you settle all the similarity and scale type of question already. Okay, so they will either ask you between two so they'll either ask you to compare this and this, length and area, length and volume, or area and volume. Okay, the area and volume one is what you all need to take note of because one is square root, one is cube root. So sometimes you all do the square and cube a bit terbalik, okay, a bit inverse. So you just need to take note on that. Okay, so a map has a scale of 1 to 200,000. Okay, so which one is map? Which one is the real world? Okay, you need to use your logic a bit also. When you all look at a map, it's small, right? But it represents in the real world. So this is your map to real. This is what I write down first. Okay, it means it's 1 to 200,000 in real life. Okay, find the area in square km of a lake that has an area of 12.4 cm square on the map. Okay. How do you all do this? Okay, why did they give 2 marks only? Okay, this one should be a bit more marks, right? Okay, so we find, you all need to take note of the units they want, the final one is in square km. Okay, so we use ratio first. Okay, so we compare between what and what? This one and this, right? Length and area. Because this is length this is area. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use this length 1 over length 2 equals to area 1 over area 2 square root. Okay, then which one should we put on top? Okay, because you see, they want us to find area of the real one, right? Okay, so what I'll put is, I'll label here, this one is real, this one is map. Okay, make sure you all fit in the correct values. So the real one, what is the length? This is your unit of length, because unit of 1. So I put here 200,000 over 1 equals to square root. Okay, what's the... This one is... Okay, we put it as area 1. So area 1 is the real life. Okay, in real life. Then over 12.4. Okay, this is your real. This is your map 1. Okay, make sure you all fit in the correct values first for this. Okay, then rearrange the entire thing. Okay, so square root will become square, and then you multiply by 12.4. Okay, so this one 200,000 square equals to A1 over 12.4. Okay, so A1, your area 1, which is your real map 1, will be 12.4 times, okay, maybe I'll put it up here, times 200,000 square. Okay, what does your calculator show you? 4.96 times 10 to the power of 11 cm square, right? Why is 12.4 not A1? Because 12.4 represents the area on the map. I put the map at the bottom. Okay, real one, I put it on top. Okay, the one, I put it as real. So you just need to fill in correctly. Okay. You determine, you want to put map over real also can. Okay, it's not wrong. It's just that the shortcut way, remember I taught you all, is that whatever you want to find, you put it on the top left. So you don't have to move here and there. So you don't have to move the values here and there. Because we always want the shortcut method. Unknown put at the top left, correct? Okay, now until here, 4.96 times 10 to the power of 11 cm squared. How do we change it to kilometer squared or square km? Okay, what's the conversion that I taught you all? Okay, what's the conversion? When we got square, we got cube. Do we need to memorize every single value? Okay, don't need, right? Okay, you write it down like this first. Km, meter, cm. The most basic one you have to memorize at least is km to meter to cm to mm. Okay? If you don't know that one also, then this type of question you cannot do already. Okay, but the shortcut way is that you don't have to go and memorize km square to meter square and all. You just need this main one. Okay, so we know that cm to km first. Okay, or cm to meter, then meter to km. So this one will be divide by 100. This one will be divide by 1000. So you need to know this one first. If you don't know this at all, you cannot solve any conversion. Okay, so things to take note of is your length. You need to take note of your length. You need to take note of your capacity, which is volume, and then your mass for conversion of unit. Your IG will normally ask you all conversion for these 3 units. Right? Okay, then because we got square, we just add a square, square, square. So here will be divide 100 square, this one divide 1000 square. Okay, don't overcomplicate it. It's just like this, you just add square. If you want to change from cm cube to meter cube to km cube, you just need to cube the values. Okay, this is a shortcut way also to do it. All right, So I want to change from cm square to km square, right? So I need to divide 100 square, then divide 1000 square. Okay, so 4.96 times 10 to the power of 11 divided by 100 square divided by 1000 square. Okay, just type this in the calculator. Okay, 4.96 divide by 100 square divide by 1000 square. Okay, what do you get? You should get 49.6, and this one is km squared. Okay, everyone clear on the conversion of this unit? All right, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's go to question 15 right now. The diagram shows the speed time graph for part of the journey of a car. Okay, the car starts from rest and accelerates at a uniform rate for 15 seconds before reaching a constant speed of 30 meters per second. Calculate the acceleration for the first 15 seconds. Okay, number one, whenever you do speed time or distance time, write down whether your x-axis, y-axis, your area or your gradient, what does it represent first? Okay, don't go into the question first because most likely they will ask you all that. Okay, so speed time graph. What can we find from a speed time graph? I want you all to write down the properties first. Okay, so speed time graph, speed equals acceleration. Where I got speed is not equal to acceleration. What is the gradient? What is the gradient? Gradient of the graph represents your acceleration. No, not distance. Acceleration. Okay, why? I teach you how to derive. Gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? Okay, the meaning of gradient, I teach you how to derive it. If you all forget, gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, you can consider it as just your y units divided by your x also. So what is y? Y is speed, right? Okay, speed. Your x is time. Okay, what is speed over time? Okay, what is speed over time? It's not distance, okay? Yeah, speed over time is gradient, but it also represents what? Acceleration, correct? Okay, so this is actually acceleration because you can derive it like this. Okay, so you just need to know that gradient is y over x. Okay, just keep repeating it, y over x. Okay, what's one more thing we can find from a speed time graph? What's another thing that we can find from a speed time graph other than acceleration? Okay, just now someone said distance, right? Okay, Rebecca said distance. Okay, how do we find the distance for a speed time graph? Yes, okay, we asked Blackpink. Okay, why? Because Blackpink in your area, right? Okay, so your area will be equals to distance. Okay, how do we derive this? Okay, in the case that you all forget also, okay, we use the triangle. Okay, we use the triangle, which is what? Speed equals to distance over time. So if we want to find distance, it will just be speed times time. If you all see here, speed is your y, time is your x. So x times y is actually your area. Okay, this is how you all derive it in the case that you all forget. So these are the two main things gradient, okay, and then area. Okay, the gradient and then the area. This is what you all can find from the speed time graph. Distance times will follow a different set of rules. Okay, so now every time when you all do this, I want you all to write this down first. Don't go and do the question first, because most likely they will ask you all to calculate your acceleration or your distance. Number one, calculate the acceleration for the first 15 seconds. So we know that acceleration is your gradient. Okay, need to revise. Okay, don't worry. Now that's why you all have to learn to identify. Okay, we all still got 12 more weeks. I will help you all to catch up. Okay, we take y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 30 minus 0 over 15 minus 0. Okay, we just take these 2 points lah. Okay, so this one is 15, 30, right? And we take 0, 0. Okay, you get 2. Okay, get 2. Okay, for those who not so sure, take note, speed time or distance time. Later all you need to do is go into Thinkific, watch it first. Okay, I think I explained quite a bit on Thinkific. Go and download the hot topical past year question and do the question. Okay, hot topical past year question. You all can see the topical question there. Don't know where to find, just ask me. Okay, question B. After t minutes, the total distance traveled is 45 kilometers. You see, they purposely bold it for you some more. Okay, what does it mean? Why they bold it for you? Find the value of t. Okay, find the value of t. Okay, number one, what we need to know first. They give us total distance, right? What represents distance? That's the first question we have to ask. What represents distance? Okay, Cookie say we have to convert it, right? Convert to what first? Okay, units are all different, right? Okay, so what do we want to convert it to? Okay, very good. Ketiga, Cookie. Meter, right? Because the question gives us in meter per second. Okay, distance. What is distance? Distance is equals to the area. Okay, area under the graph. So we calculate the distance in terms of meters first. So 45 km, this one just 45 times 1000, you get 45,000 meter. Okay, we know that this 45,000 meter is also equals to your area under the graph, right? Okay, area under the graph. So how do we calculate the area? Okay, we look at this diagram. Let's just say, right, they say it's after t minutes, right? So can I say that t is over here? Okay, we just put here as t. Okay, so what is a formula that we can construct to write the area? Okay, to calculate the area here. So there are two ways that you can do it. It's up to you, whichever preference. Okay, you can use, okay, Xin Yuan say, half bracket a plus b times height, right? Okay, so you can either use trapezium. Okay, but if you're not very good with trapezium, we can split it into like this. A and B like this. Okay, so whichever that you all feel more confident. If you feel that, because trapezium is you do everything together. Okay, so if you're not so confident with the formula, just break it down part by part. Okay, don't need to be scared. Okay, always break it down to simpler. Okay, so area will be the area of the A plus the area of the B. Okay, I'll just do it in split like this. Okay, and then one more thing, because here I don't have the base, right? It's 15 to t. Okay, 15 to t. Maybe what I can do is, to simplify it further, I put this equals to b. Okay, small b. Okay, I just give some alphabet, whatever alphabet you want. You want to put x also can. So why I write like this? So I find the triangle first. Okay, find the triangle. So it's like this. This triangle plus this will be equals to 45,000. So triangle will be half times base. What's the height? 30 plus 30 times b equals to 45,000. Okay. Okay, triangle, you got it? 225 plus 30b equals to 45,000. 30b is equals to 45,000 minus 225, which is 44,775. And then 44,775, then divide it by 30. Okay, which is 1492.5 seconds. Okay, so here, this entire B will be 1492.5 seconds. So how do I find my value of T? Because we say after T minutes, right? So you need to, this one, which is 15 plus this B. Okay, so big T, okay, big T is equals to 15 plus 1492.5. Okay, which is how much? 1507.5 seconds. Okay, 1507.5 seconds. How do I change seconds to minutes? Okay, how do I change seconds to minutes? We divide it by 60. So 1507.5 divided by 60, which is 25.125 minute. Okay, 25.125 minute. Okay, screenshot this if you want to copy. Later, you all will have access to the recording anyway. Okay, teacher will speed up a bit because we still got quite a number. I want to finish up this paper. Okay, question 16. A kite is drawn on a coordinated grid. The diagonals of the kite intersect at the point -2, -5. One diagonal has equation y equals to 4x plus 3. Find the equation of the other diagonal of the kite. Okay, so how does the kite look like first? Okay, if you all play kite or the kite shape, this is under your mensuration. They say that it has the diagonals like this. They meet at -2, -5. Okay. And one of the equation is y equals to 4x plus 3. Okay, what we need to know about the diagonals? Yes, they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so the diagonal in a kite, this is a property that we need to know. Diagonals in kite are perpendicular. Okay, they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so okay, I just draw this out again here. Okay, we draw without the other shape. So we know here is perpendicular to each other. We know here is y equals to 4x plus 3. And then we know also that they intersect at -2, -5. Okay, what they're asking us to find? They're asking us to find the equation of the perpendicular line, right? Okay, so number one, we need to know, yes, okay, so the gradient of this original one is m is equals to 4. How do I find my gradient of the perpendicular line? You can either use a formula or you can use a shortcut way that I taught you all. Okay, the formula will be m1 times m2 equals to -1. Yeah, okay, so m1, okay, let's put this times 4 equals to -1. Okay, your m, this is your perpendicular, equals to -1/4. You don't have to write this working actually. Okay, but the shortcut way from here to here is just step 1, change your symbol, okay, positive to negative, negative to positive, then you inverse, okay, inverse the value. All right, now we got this, then what do? Okay, we want to construct the equation y equals mx plus c, right? So we substitute, yeah, okay, substitute -2, -5, and m equals to -1/4. Okay, into where? Y equals to mx plus c. Okay, we need to find what's the c value. So this one you will get -5 equals to -1/4 times -2 plus C. C will be equals to -11/2. Okay, therefore, I have my M, I have my C, right? This one, I have my M, I have my C value. Final answer will be -1/4x minus 11/2. Okay? All right. Question 17. Okay, y is proportional to the square of x minus 7. Okay, what type of question is this? What type of question is this? Directly proportional and inversely proportional, right? Yes, Aiden. Okay. So you all need to remember there are two types of proportional type of question. Okay, proportional. If directly, we will use y equals to kx. Okay. If inversely proportional, okay, inversely, just need to remember your x will be at the bottom. Okay, y equals to k over x. Okay, and it's not always in x, whatever they give you in the sentence. So you see here, they say y is proportional to the square. So if proportional, then you just replace whatever the x that they give you. Okay, they say the square of x minus 7. So the first thing is to write the equation in terms of k first. So y equals to k bracket x minus 7 squared. Okay, you'll write this down first. And then second step, we find k. Okay, you find k. So first step, you write a equation in terms of k. Then you find k. Find k by substituting the x and y that is given to you. So when x equals to 12 and y equals to 2, so 2 equals to k 12 minus 7 squared. Okay, then you get 25k equals to 2, k equals to 0.08. Okay, therefore, now I got my equation ready. Okay, y equals to 0.08 x minus 7 squared. Then only the final one. Okay, step 3, sub x or y value. The type of question is always the same one when they ask you all about proportional. Okay, so we sub it in. What's the value? Sub x equals to 17, okay, into y. So y equals to 0.08, 17 minus 7 squared, 0.08 times 10 squared, okay, which is equals to 8. Yep, equals to 8. Okay, next one. Two bottles are mathematically similar. The small bottle has a capacity of 324 ml, okay, and a height of 12 cm. Okay, so I'm just going to draw it out. Okay, then you got one large bottle. Okay, one small bottle, one large bottle. Okay, capacity is volume. So this one is 324 ml. This one is 12. Okay, the big one is 768 ml, and then the height we don't know. Okay, find the height of the larger bottle. This one again the same formula that we used. You see from just now, the formula that I taught you all in the math one, we can use the same exact formula, because all you need to do, like I try to simplify for you all the formulas. You all can, by the way, go to the cheat sheet, download the cheat sheet and add on to the cheat sheet also. Okay, this formula is actually written in the cheat sheet. So you just need to remember like this, because we are comparing length and capacity is volume. So volume 1 over volume 2. This one you just need to cube root it. Okay, why we cube root it? Okay, why do we cube root it? Because we want to change all to unit power 1. Yes, okay. The logic behind is we change it all to unit power 1. So we can compare apple to apple. Okay, you cannot compare one apple to orange one. One is length, one is volume, cannot compare. Because won't be similar, won't be proportional also. Okay, so we just need to fit into this formula. Okay, remember here, for my unknown, I will normally put it on my top left so that I don't have to move it around. So this one I put small and large. So VS, HS, this one VB, HB. So what I will do is I'll put HB over HS. The big I'll put on top, small I'll put at the bottom. Okay, is equals to cube root VB over VS. All right. So HB, I don't know what is it. HS is 12. This one is cube root. VB is 768 over 324. Okay, make sure you all are clear that ML, right, is capacity. Capacity is equivalent to volume. Okay, capacity is equivalent to volume. Okay, so now I just need to solve this. Okay, because you see the main thing, actually, I just need to construct this equation. Where you all mostly get stuck with is actually not so sure. Okay, whether it's square, whether it's cube, you just need to use the similarity formula that I taught you all, okay, and given to you all in the cheat sheet also. Okay, go and rearrange this whole thing. In fact, you can just type into a calculator, cube root 768 over 324 times 12. Okay, you will get 16. Okay, so the height of the big one will be equals to 16. Okay, next question. Question 19. Find GFX. Given to you fx and gx, what kind of question is this? Okay, if you're not so sure, write down this one is composite function type of question. So which is function under chapter 8 in my notes. Okay, under chapter 8.6. Okay, you all go to 8.6. You can find this. Okay, how to do composite function is a very, very fixed method that you all need to know. G fx. Now you replace the fx first. Okay, maybe I just write down. Okay, anyone not clear on this one? G fx. So you open up the behind one first. Okay, the way of composite function. You do fx first. Then now this is my new x, right? So I replace my x with 5x minus 3 now. So remember, is gx equals to 10 over x minus 2, ga equals to 10 over a minus 2. So whatever I replace inside the bracket here, it will affect here. Okay, so I'll get 10 over 5x minus 3 minus 2, which I'll get 10 over 5x minus 5. Okay, we can simplify this. 10 over 5x minus 1, 1, 2. So I get 2 over x minus 1. Okay, next one. Find G inverse x. So under function, you all need to know how the function works first, then composite function, then inverse function. Okay, this is your inverse function. Okay, what's the first two sentences that you all memorize? Okay, whenever you all see any kind of inverse function type of question, the first sentence you write is let y equals to G inverse x. Then you inverse the inverse, you get G y is equals to x. Okay, Gy is equals to x. Okay, what's GY? GY is 10 over y minus 2 equals to x. Okay, my goal is that I want to find what is y. Okay, I want to find what is y because y is equals to g inverse x. So you just need to rearrange this whole formula. Okay, my goal is to make y as subject. Okay, how do I do this? Multiply first. Open up the bracket. Okay, then this one I'll get 10 plus 2x equals to xy. Okay, then I divide by x. So y will be equals to 10 plus 2x over x. Okay, you can rewrite this back again because y is g inverse x also, right, as defined in the first sentence. Therefore, g inverse x is equals to 10 plus 2x over x. 10 plus 2x over x. Okay, question C, f inverse bracket x minus 1. Okay, f and f inverse, what will you get? Okay, what will you get? It's a 1 mark question only. Okay, the logic behind is like this. F, let's say the operation is like that. Sorry, over x, not over 2. Okay, operation is like that. Let's say this is fx. Okay, if I A go to B, then the inverse of it will be f inverse x. That means what do I actually go back to actually? I go back to the original value again, right? Okay, that's the logic of it. This is the meaning of if I do fx, then I do f inverse x. Okay, what's the answer for this? X, 1. X minus 1. Which one is the answer? What do you all think? Okay, 1 mark only. Okay, no calculation needed actually. This is just the explanation of it. So you see, if my input is x minus 1. Okay, if my input is x minus 1, then you go here. Okay, I don't know what's my output, but I know it will come back here again. So basically, it will go back to x minus 1 again. Just the same, correct? Okay, don't go and change. It's not x, whatever that's inside the bracket. Whatever that's inside the bracket. In a way, you can think of it like this also. F and f inverse, you can just cancel it. Okay, so this is the theory of function that you all have to remember. Okay, question 20. Sketch the graph of y equals to sine x. Okay, you need to know all sine, cos, tangent graph. This is under Trigo. Okay, Trigo is which question? Which chapter? Chapter 6. Okay, go to chapter 6. Things that you all need to know. Sine, cos, tangent. You all need to know how to solve also, which is the next question. Okay, so you need to know all sine, cos, and tangent graph. Okay, this one, go and memorize it by heart. Sine, but they won't ask you, for those who do add maths, they won't ask you as complex as add maths. Okay, so they will ask you basic one only for this part here, okay, in mathematics. So if you don't know, you can actually use your calculator. Okay, you can use your calculator. Okay, this is how you use calculator. I teach you all. In the case that, let's say you all suddenly forget already. Okay, you just need to do like this. For all your x value, you need to do in intervals of 90. Okay, so you count like this, 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. This is to show one cycle. Okay, one period. Okay, just take out your calculator. Type what is sine x? So sine 0, you type in the calculator, you get 0. Sine 90, 1. Sine 180, 0. These are -1. This one 0. Okay, just in the case that you suddenly forget in exam also, like I know that sometimes students say, teacher, I suddenly forget what is sine graph and cos graph, how they look like. Don't worry, use your calculator to help you. Okay, so you can plot it out like this. Okay, so the few main points are 180, 90, 270, 360. Number one, you have to remember the significant points are all in intervals of 90 degrees first. Okay, then you plot it out. 0, 1, 0, -1, 0. Okay, then you don't go and use your ruler. You need to generally know how the shape looks like. It's like that. Okay, like this, like this. Okay, so you just remember that sine graph is like a alphabet S, but then fall down already. You can see it. It's like an alphabet S like that, right? Okay, but also a terbalik, an inverse type of alphabet S. Okay, it's called sine. Okay, next one. Okay, I think many students still don't know how to do your solving. So if your trigo, if you're still weak, I want you all to focus on watching through the trigo thinkific questions first. Then go and do the past year question on it. Okay, I will spend probably, I'll spend a bit of time also to go through with you all, focusing on the trigo type of question. Okay, solve 3 minus 2x equals to 13 over 4. How do we do this one? We have to rearrange it first. Okay, so I'm going to put the 3 to the right hand side. So -2 sine x, 13 over 4. Okay, 13 over 4 minus 3. You get 0.25. Then you divide it by -2, you get -0.125. Okay, over here, once we reach here already, do we straight away write shift sign -0.125? Okay, do we put straight away the negative? No. Okay, so we want to first step is to rearrange to like this first. Okay, sine x equals to a value. Okay, this is step 1. Okay, step 2 is you find your base angle. Okay, step 2 is you find your base angle alpha. Okay, base angle or reference angle, correct? Okay, you ignore the symbol first. Okay, we don't care about the symbol first. So alpha is equals to inverse sine 0.125. Okay, type in your calculator 0.125 and you will get 7.18 degrees. Okay, I think we just write 7.2 degrees because angle you just need 1 decimal place. Okay, after we find this, number 3, okay, what do we do? Number 3, we do the 4 quadrants, right? Your ASTC graph. Yeah, your ASTC graph. Okay, then select quadrant. Yeah, ASTC. Okay, so everyone draw out your ASTC graph. Okay, ASTC. ASTC. Okay, which quadrant is this? My sign is negative. Okay, my sign is equals to negative. So quadrant T and C, right? Quadrant 3 and 4. Okay, because this one, my sign is negative here, my sign is also negative here. Then we draw the line. Okay, we draw a line here and draw a line here. Okay, so I know that my alpha is here and here. Okay, so to do the calculation, you have to remember over here is 180 plus alpha. Here is 360 minus alpha. Okay, then go and calculate it. So x is equals to 180 plus 7.2 degrees. This one is 360 minus 7.2 degrees. Okay, which you'll get 187.2 degrees. This one you'll get 352.8 degrees. Okay, anyone not clear on how to do this trigo? Okay, you go into Thinkific. Okay, if still not clear, you all just ask me personally. If not clear, go into Thinkific and watch 6.4 first. Okay, 6.4. You all need to learn. This one is on solving trigo. Okay, because we spent quite a bit of time that time to go through this type of question. Okay, so just go through the solving of trigo, sine, cos, and tangent for any angle. That's the topic. Okay, you just need to follow these steps that I just wrote. 1, 2, and 3. Select quadrant, then calculate. Okay, 187, this one 352.8 degrees. Okay, next one. Okay, 2 more. Okay, question 21. The diagram shows the position of 3 ships A, B, and C. AC is 17.6, BC is 12.8, angle BAC is 25 degrees. The bearing of C from B is 112 degrees and angle ABC is obtuse. Okay, what's obtuse? 90 to 180. Okay, in fact, this question 21, you all see this, actually this one is also a trigo type of question. Okay, calculate the bearing of B from A. Okay, when we do bearing, what was the keyword I always ask you all to remember? Okay, what is the keyword when we do bearing? Okay, keyword is from. Okay, because many of you will read like this, bearing of B to A. So where is your starting point? Based on this sentence, calculate the bearing of B from A. Okay, so your starting point is at A. So I want you all to always take note that it's actually how the IG syllabus paper, right, the IG maths they will structure, they will normally put the starting point, the alphabet at the back one. They won't say of B to A. Okay, it's just the way how they sentence it. Okay, but many students always do of B to A. Okay, so this one, you write here, this is my starting point. Okay, so I need to, okay, we draw it out first. I need to calculate the bearing. What's the concept of bearing? Okay, bearing is calculate angle from north. Then what else? Clockwise direction. Okay, so you must always go in the clockwise direction. And then 3 digits, right? Yeah, 3 digits before decimal place. Okay, before decimal place. Is the line AC straight? AC? No. I mean, yes, it's a straight line, but is it a horizontal, you mean? 90 degrees? No, not so easy. Look how many marks? 5 marks. Okay, otherwise you can just take 90 minus 25, right? Okay, it doesn't work that way, Okay, so what we need to find first? You all look over here. So we can use this one is your co-interior angle, right? This angle plus this angle will be equals to 180, right? Okay, so what am I going to do for here? I got here, here, here. Can I find this angle first? Okay, can I find angle ABC first? Okay, angle ABC. Okay, so let's go and find what's angle ABC first. So what rule can we use? I want to find this one. Sine rule, right? Okay, because I got this against this and this against this. Okay, the opposite sides with each other. So sine angle ABC over 17.6 is equals to sine 25 degrees over 12.8. Okay, rearrange the entire thing. Sine ABC is equals to, okay, you get 0.5811. Right. For this one, because it's still trigo, right? Your sine cos tangent. So if it's a value, an angle equals, it's a trigo angle equals to a value, we still actually have to use the proper ASTC way. Okay, so you need to find your base angle first actually, by right lah. Okay, and you look over here also, they say it's an obtuse angle. Okay, so you find your base angle first. Okay, shift sine 0.5811. Okay, type in the calculator, you get 35.5 degrees. Okay, for your base angle. Okay, now you ask yourself, you see here, they say ABC is obtuse, right? Is this an obtuse angle? 35.5? No, right? This is an acute angle. Okay, this is an acute angle. Small, cute one. Okay, so this one is not 35.5. So you need to think back about what you all learned in Trigo. Trigo says that over here is first quadrant and second quadrant, right? For my for my sine is equals to positive. It's quadrant 1 and 2. So my alpha is here and alpha is here. Okay, so what is my possible alpha? Okay, this is for my angle. 100, this one is 180 minus alpha. This one is equals to alpha. So my angle ABC can actually be 35.5 or 180 minus 35.5. Which is how much? 144.5. Okay, so but which one do we take? Because they say it's obtuse, right? Okay, so I will just take angle ABC is equals to 144.5 degrees. Okay, you don't take the 35.5 because they already mentioned to you that is equals to an obtuse angle. Okay, so now I got here. Can I find this angle here? Okay, can I find this angle? So let's just call this angle X. This one, the entire thing is 360. So angle X will just be 360 minus 112 minus 144.5, which is equals to 103.5 degrees. Okay, then the final one, I know this is 103.5 degrees. Bearing is over here. Okay, from north, then go clockwise direction. Yes, because we know that this is a co-interior angle. Okay, both of these sides are parallel with each other. Therefore, the bearing will be equals to 360 minus, 180 minus 103.5 degrees. Okay, the time in the calculator is what? 76.5 degrees, right? But when we present in terms of bearing, how will we present it? 076.5 degrees. Okay, you always have to remember before the decimal place, okay, needs to be 3 digits. This is the rule for presenting for bearings. Okay. Okay. See you tomorrow. Okay. Last one. Okay, last one. Expand and simplify. Hard, Okay, expand and simplify this one. Okay, I think this last question is easy. They give you all the front. Okay, I think only few questions hard. This paper honestly is still okay. Wait until you all do the paper 4. Okay. So this one, open out the bracket. Up to you, however you want to open out the bracket. I open the behind one first. The two behind one first. So I will get 2x minus 1, x squared minus 3x plus 4x minus 12. Okay. Simplify it. X squared plus x minus 12. Okay, when you all do this kind of, especially when you got 3 brackets, right? I also see always students like careless mistake when you cross multiply it. This is how you can do it. You can break it down into two parts. Okay, 2x and -1. So you know that this 2x will multiply these 3 digits, right? 1, 2, 3 digits. This -1 will also multiply 1, 2, 3 digits like this. Okay, so what you can do is you break it down to like that. 2x, x squared plus x minus 12, then -1, x squared plus x minus 12. Okay, if you all feel very confusing when you all do the cross multiply, just write this extra one line, okay? Won't cost you a lot of time. Then only you all multiply it. So you get 2x cubed plus 2x squared minus 24x minus x squared minus x plus 12. Okay, then you get 2x cubed plus x squared minus 25x plus 12. Okay, you'll get this. 25x plus 12. Okay, and the final one. Write as a single fraction in its simplest form. Okay, so when we divide a fraction, what will happen? When we divide a fraction, you will multiply and inverse it, right? Okay, so you'll get 4 over 2x minus 3 multiply 2x squared plus 11x minus 21 over 2x squared plus 14x. Okay, you will need to inverse it. Okay, then over here, what we need to do is we have to ask ourselves whether we can actually simplify it by whether factorizing it or not. Okay, so you see this one, 2x squared plus 11x minus 21. Can I factorize this quadratic? Okay, this one, use calculator. Okay, don't make your life hard. In exam, just use calculator only. Okay, go inside. All of you know how to use calculator, right? Okay, so you go inside your calculator, you go into equation/func. Okay, teach you all the steps are menu, press A, go to 2, polynomial. Okay, press 2. Then degree, 2x minus 3. My bad. Teacher copy all wrong. 2x minus 3. 2x minus 3. Okay, polynomial. Select degree 2. Okay, degree, you press 2. So do this, follow these steps. Okay, then we key in the ABC value. So 2, 11 minus 21. Okay, what does it give you? Okay, key in values. Okay, answer gives you x equals to 3 over 2 and x equals to -7. Okay, so we do the smarter way. In the case that in exam you all don't know how to factorize, we just use the calculator to work backwards. Okay, so we get the answer first. If it's a decimal or fraction, you change it to fraction first. First step, you multiply the denominator. So this one will become 2x equals to 3. Then this one will be 2x minus 3 equals to 0. X equals -7 will become x equals to x plus 7 equals to 0. Okay, so when we got this, okay, when we get these values, okay, remember you can just put like that, 2x minus 3 and x plus 7. Okay, don't make your life hard. Just use your calculator. Okay, you don't know this part here. Anything on quadratic is all in chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2, I go until very, very detailed. Everything about quadratic. Okay, then we will put this one here. 2x minus 3 will be on top. Multiply with x plus 7. Okay, then this bottom here, we can factorize 2x, okay, which is my highest common factor. And I'll be left with x plus 7. Okay, x plus 7 and x plus 7 can cancel. 2x minus 3 and 2x minus 3 can cancel. I'll be left with 4 over 2x. 4 can cancel. 1, 2. This will be 2 over x. Okay, 2 over x. Congratulations, everyone. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you all understand every single question, 1 you all don't understand, can you all just type in the chat how much you all understand this paper? Okay, good, good. Okay, okay, very good. Okay, 7, 9, 10, okay, 8, 9, pretty easy, right? Okay, 7, okay. Okay, I want you all to start identifying which are the chapters that you all don't know, so you all can create the list and teacher can guide you all through to use Thinkific videos to catch up on it first. Okay, all good? Okay, I will stop this recording here first. This is the end for 23ON22.